Welcome to the cradle of quarterbacks, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana, home to the Purdue Boilermakers, where the black and gold hoping to boiler up in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Boilermakers will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Urlacher. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Wolverines' offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball. You play zone, and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
Looking for a gap. It's Lewis. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught over the middle, it's Burr. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quick handoff. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. They move the tight end all over. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pressure coming. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Leaves it with the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Across the 25. He's got room. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Purdue's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Third down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
The 9-yard line. First and goal, Purdue.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And he tacks on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And the Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. And the ball slipped out. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Fires into traffic, picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Trying to get to him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This is a 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires left. He caught it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And the Boilermakers will hustle to the line. On third down, going up top. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
First down for this offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Snowed under by the defense.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
That last completion still leaving them with a third down. Bulls his way forward. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Working the middle, it's complete. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. This defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that. They're going to be in for a poor session.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And the ball's free in the end zone. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And that pass picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. From the gun, the ground game. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground right up the gut, looking for 6. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physical.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they are cruising toward a 4-0 start. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Jacksonville State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
And it's at every level. I mean, just a great job being physical up front, locking down in the secondary. Michigan defenses are always on point. They don't give up silly, stupid plays. They just don't do that.
Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding its blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They want to just keep throwing it. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Shakes off the tackler. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This offense has a 2nd down play. Dances away from the D. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with a running game on 3rd down? All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown Wolverines. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
2nd down after that incompletion. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Throws to the wideout. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They bring the punter onto the field now. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.